In this comprehensive and detailed tutorial, we will guide you step by step through the process of filling in and repairing broken ceramic tiles that are located beneath a kitchen countertop. This common problem is something many homeowners face, especially after years of use or following a renovation where certain areas are left unfinished or overlooked. Whether you're a DIY enthusiast or someone who wants to learn how professionals handle such intricate repairs, this video will provide all the information you need, ensuring that you can handle the repair yourself with ease and confidence. The first thing you should do when addressing any broken or incomplete ceramic tile is to carefully assess the damage. Before proceeding with any repairs, ensure that the surrounding tiles are still intact and firmly bonded to the floor. If any of the nearby tiles are loose, cracked, or damaged, these must be addressed first. It's crucial to take time in inspecting the entire area. Begin by cleaning the damaged space, removing any dirt, dust, or loose materials that may have accumulated over time. You can use a vacuum cleaner equipped with a soft brush attachment to thoroughly clean the surface. The reason cleaning is so important is that any leftover debris or particles can affect how well the filler or adhesive will bond to the surface, leading to an unstable repair. Cleaning the area ensures that the materials adhere properly and that your repair will be both secure and durable. Once the area is cleaned, it's time to decide whether you will replace the broken tile with a matching piece or if you will fill the gap using a patching compound. In some cases, the original tile pattern or color is no longer available, making it impossible to replace the tile. If that's the case, don't worry. There are still effective ways to make the repair look seamless. One of the best options for filling the gap in this situation is using a high-quality epoxy filler that can be tinted to match the color of the surrounding tiles. Epoxy is strong, durable, and ideal for making repairs in a variety of surfaces, including ceramic tiles. To ensure the best color match, choose a tint that closely resembles the color of the surrounding tiles, mixing the epoxy as per the manufacturer's instructions. Make sure to wear gloves and work in a well-ventilated area, as some of these products can have strong fumes. Once you've prepared the epoxy filler, the next step is to apply it to the broken area. You can use a putty knife or a small trowel to carefully apply the filler into the damaged area. Press the material down firmly, ensuring that it fills every corner and edge. It's important to spread the material evenly so there are no air, pockets, or weak points in the repair. The goal is for the filler to be level with the surrounding tiles, so take your time smoothing it out. It's recommended to use light pressure while spreading to avoid creating unnecessary bumps or uneven spots. The working time for the epoxy filler can vary depending on the brand and type, but you usually have anywhere between 5 to 20 minutes before it begins to harden. So be sure to work quickly and efficiently. Keep your tools clean during this process to prevent the epoxy from setting on the applicators. After applying the filler, allow it to cure fully according to the product specifications. Curing times can vary, but you'll generally need to wait anywhere from several hours to a full day before the patch is completely dry and hard. During this time, it's essential to avoid stepping on or placing any objects on the repaired area, as this could damage the patch or affect the finish. It's critical to follow the curing time recommended by the manufacturer to ensure the repair will be strong and durable for years to come. Patience during this step is key to a successful repair. Once the filler has cured completely, the next step is to smooth and level the surface. Use fine grit sandpaper or a sanding block to gently sand the surface of the repair. This process helps to remove any uneven areas and smooth out the filler so that it aligns with the surrounding tile. If necessary, you can apply additional filler and sand it again to achieve a perfectly smooth surface. When sanding, be sure to keep the surrounding area clean and free from dust. After sanding, you'll want to wipe down the area with a damp cloth to remove any remaining dust particles. At this stage, you may want to consider painting over the patched area to make it blend seamlessly with the surrounding tiles. Many ceramic paints are available in a wide range of colors, and they are designed to adhere well to tile surfaces. Choose a paint that closely matches the color of the surrounding tiles for the most seamless result. Use a small paintbrush to apply the paint in thin, even layers. It's best to apply multiple coats of paint to achieve the best color match and smooth finish. Be sure to allow each coat to dry before applying the next. Generally, 2 or 3 coats should suffice depending on the type of paint used. After painting, let the final coat dry completely to ensure a smooth and durable finish. The final step in the process is to seal the repaired area to ensure that it remains protected from moisture and future damage. Use a tile sealant that is compatible with ceramic surfaces and the type of filler used. The sealant will help to protect the repair from water, stains, and other potential damage. Apply the sealant using a foam brush or a small roller, ensuring that the entire repaired area is covered. Allow the sealant to dry according to the manufacturer's instructions. A properly sealed repair will last longer and keep the area looking fresh and new. This method of repair is especially useful for areas under kitchen counters, where aesthetics might not be as critical, but durability and cleanliness are still important. If done correctly, the repaired area will be durable, smooth, and resistant to future damage. You'll be able to restore the area beneath your kitchen countertop without the need for professional help, saving you time and money while achieving a clean and polished look. If done correctly, the repair can blend in so seamlessly that it will look like the damage never happened. In this tutorial, we've covered everything you need to know about repairing broken ceramic tiles under kitchen counters, from cleaning the area to applying the filler, sanding, painting, and sealing the repair. Whether you choose to replace the tile entirely or fill the space with a patching compound, the key is to take your time, use the right materials, and follow each step carefully. With patience and precision, your repair will be successful and your kitchen floor will look as good as new. If you're working in a kitchen where the countertop overhangs slightly and creates a shadowed area, it's even more important to pay attention to lighting during the repair process. Use a portable work light or a bright LED lamp to ensure that you can see every detail clearly. Shadows can hide imperfections or areas that haven't been filled properly, so adequate lighting is essential for precision. If you notice any minor gaps after the filler has cured, don't hesitate to reapply a small amount of filler, sand again, and touch up the paint if necessary. Sometimes even professionals need to do a second pass for a flawless result. One common mistake to avoid is rushing the curing and drying stages. Many people try to walk over or use the area before it's fully set, which can cause cracks or unevenness in the finish. Waiting a few more hours or even an extra day can make a big difference in the durability and appearance of the repair. Another important tip is to clean your tools immediately after use. Epoxy and other fillers can harden quickly and become very difficult to remove once set. Keep a damp cloth or some acetone nearby to wipe off tools in between applications. If you're dealing with a larger damaged section or multiple broken tiles, consider using a tile cutter to remove the broken pieces completely and then install a matching tile replacement. If a replacement tile is not available, you can create a patch using a ceramic repair kit that comes with pigments, clear coats, and blending brushes. These kits are great for creating custom colored patches that closely mimic the surrounding tiles. They're often used in bathrooms and kitchens where the exact tile model is discontinued. For homeowners who want a long-lasting fix with minimal maintenance, sealing the entire surrounding area, not just the repaired patch, can be a smart decision. Use a high-quality grout and tile sealer that offers water resistance, especially in areas like kitchens where spills are frequent. A good sealant will not only protect your repair but also make cleaning the floor easier and help preserve the integrity of the original tiles. Now let's talk about maintaining your newly repaired area. Even after a successful fix, it's important to keep the floor clean and avoid using harsh chemicals or abrasive scrubs that could damage the filler or paint. Instead, use a soft cloth or mop with a pH-neutral cleaner. Regular maintenance goes a long way in preserving both the look and durability of your tile floor. If you have pets or children, consider placing a small rug or mat over the repaired area for added protection. This method of tile repair is not only practical, it's empowering. Learning how to perform this type of fix yourself can save hundreds of dollars in repair costs and prevent small problems from turning into big ones. It also allows you to maintain a sense of pride in your home, knowing that you've taken the time to do things right with your own hands. And even if you're not particularly experienced in home repairs, the method shown in this video is simple and beginner-friendly, requiring only basic tools and a little patience. We hope that this detailed walkthrough has given you the knowledge and confidence you need to take on your own ceramic tile repair project. The satisfaction of restoring something damaged into something functional and beautiful is a reward in itself. Remember, every home improvement project, no matter how small, adds value to your space and builds your skill set. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth DIY repair guides and home improvement tips. Stay tuned for upcoming videos where we'll tackle even more